Former pickpockets of Reddit, what changes in clothing fashion made your job harder/easier? Saw a ex pickpocket talking about his trade on telly once. Yes, we've reached that point in the barrel. He said that they would stand near the London transport posters warning passengers on the tube against pickpockets. The passengers would instinctively pat the pocket their wallet was in to check it was still there. Then the pickpockets would follow them and dip the pocket they'd patted. Leggings have made it impossible. Baggy jackets and shirts inspired by hipsters, on the other hand, has made my job a lot easier. Sadly, they only usually have roll-up tobacco on them, so it's not worth it. The wallet chain. But only cause how cool and hardcore it looks. Would never pickpocket such a badass. Scared they might kick my ass if I got caught. Plus, Jinko pockets are really deep, just not practical for pickpocketing. Surely the iPhone jammed into the shallow back pocket of girls' jeans, so the top half is just right there on display. Must be the biggest invitation? Hell, I've been tempted to have a go, just to see how easy it is. I live in Nottingham, Shittingham. There are gang pickpockets that go to clubs after phones. Never happened to me, but heard a lot about it. They wait until you're drunk and in a crowded part of the club, bump into you, and slip it out. So being sober, or wearing clothes that make you look more sober, I'd say. Not a pickpocket, but have a relevant story to share. I live in Europe, and during the summer months the pickpockets come out in full force. One of their tricks/traps is to approach you and try to distract you with a football, soccer, ball being dribbled around you, or in my case the dude just straight up came up to me and said he wanted to dance. So he grabbed my arm, as if to dance, put his other arm on my waist, and started swinging me side to side. As I told him to stop and break his grasp, my wife notices his other hand is slowly trying to pull out my wallet from my pocket. So she runs up to him and slaps his hand off of me. He ran off, having been caught red-handed. Problem is I was wearing skinny jeans at the time and my wallet might as well been glued to my pants. Not much room to operate with them on. Worked as a magician. That did pickpocketing in my act. No one wears watches anymore. Those that do wear stupid plastic Fitbits. Those bangs are harder to lift. Also, people don't wear their shirts tucked in as often. Harder to lift a wallet with the shirt covering the pocket. It can be done, but it's hard to identify where the wallet is in the first place. Finally, those losers. Yes, you are a total loser, that wear their pants sagging down and their ass hanging out. It's super easy to pick a wallet, but it's impossible to see where the wallet is if it's not sticking out. Plus, I'm guessing these stars of fashion don't have much in the wallet to begin with. We were in Europe earlier this fall. I wore pants that had zippers on the pockets. Where I kept my wallet, they would tug at the pants, so I would easily notice. My credit cards, extra cash and passport were in a money belt under my shirt. I never thought about my watch being taken, a cheap Timex. We noticed people wearing their backpacks on their chest, not on their backs, mostly in Paris. Just want to say that I got picked at a concert I was attending. Happened to be one of my favorite bands, and because I had to wait around for the venue to clear out to look for it, I was able to meet the band. They actually took me out for food and drinks for a few hours that night because of it. Relevant experience. I was getting off the subway in central Athens. In retrospect I was a perfect mark, carrying 2 bags, jet-lagged and a bit disoriented. Was walking away from a train and a guy was running to catch the train going the opposite direction. Just bumped into me ever so slightly, and it took a few seconds to register that I felt the slightest hint of his hand going into the breast pocket of my suit jacket. By the time it registered I turned around and caught his eye just as the doors to the train were closing, and I grinned. My suit was a special travel jacket, the Envoy made by Rohan, with zip pockets on the inside and some other nice features. Definitely saved me as that was where my wallet was. Not a pickpocket, but a guy walked up to me, bumped into me, and tried to steal my wallet. He said, "Sorry bro." "Sorry? That's what you have to say? Sorry? I won't take this." I grabbed him and said, "What the fuck did you just fucking say to me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me, but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I'm contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price. You goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Dumb fuck ran off. Scared little bitch. As a white girl traveling alone in Manila, it was a huge target. Twice I caught children, like under 8, with their hands in my purse. Luckily I'm a pretty seasoned traveler. The purse is really more for a water bottle, a snack, maybe a map, etc. Very small amount of cash in my front pocket, tight-ish pants, and a money belt with the essentials, more cash, credit card, passport or photocopy, depending on the rules of the particular country. That said, I once had my wallet picked out of my purse at a bar when I was in my home city. Apparently I'm only cautious when overseas. The button on the back pocket for guys, like in cargo short or something similar. It's still just as easy to get stuff out of their front pockets, but if you were going for the wallet, well, just don't. Velcro is super simple, buttons are a bitch. Also, no, I didn't steal from people. I learned how to pickpocket on my friends because I'm a bit of a prankster. Nothing is more fun than watching your friends at the bar pull out each other's wallet from their back pockets when they go to pay the tab. Hubby and I went to 2 different concerts this year, and at both concerts some assholes tried to steal my phone out of my pockets. But I'm not an idiot and understand that girls have small pockets, and kept my phone in my purse that was zipped up and strapped across my chest. First time it happened, husband and I were doing the typical couple stance. I was standing in front of him and he was behind me. Guy flings his body into the crowd of people like he's in a hurry to get to the front and casually ends up standing right next to me, like he's debating where his next move is. I feel something. Husband just touched my ass. Okay, we're good. I feel something again. Flicking on my front pocket. I look down, and this asshole is trying to put his hand in my pocket looking for my cell phone. I look him dead in the eyes and tell him to get the fuck away from me and push him. Only after he left did I realize he was looking for my phone, and it definitely wasn't my husband grabbing my ass. He was checking my back pocket first. Last month we go to another concert. Same scenario pretty much exactly. Except this time I realize immediately what this guy was doing. I slap his hands away from me and push him into the crowd, calling him a thief, which hindsight I should have punched him so he didn't go steal some poor, dumb girl's giant phone. I had a pair of trousers once that stopped a guy picking my wallet. The pockets had a narrow opening but were wider on the inside, so I could only pass them through the opening in a certain way. Whenever I put my wallet back in the pocket, I rotated it 90 degrees inside the pocket to prevent originally only accidental loss, but this also stopped a boy pickpocket in Berlin from getting successful. He managed to get away, though. Chains. Tough guys who like to wear chains are great targets. They are normally too cocky to pay attention to anyone other than who they are talking to, and their chain is normally connected to a wallet. In a club setting with so many people and distractions, it is remarkably easy to bump into someone while lifting their wallets free from their back pockets and having your spotter come in for the snatch and grab. 75% of the time they won't notice until you're already gone, and the rest of the time you have a perfect exit strategy. Had family with a legally questionable definition of fun. Not a pickpocketer, but have lived in pretty bad pickpocketing capitals, Nick and Paris, and never had a problem. Also a woman, so that makes things easier fashion wise. Keep your purse in front of you. If it's to the side, at least keep the zipper in front of you. Ideally keep your hand over the zipper/opening. Strap across the body if possible. Use coats with interior pockets. No one can get to them unless your coat is open. If you're on a bus or subway, pay extra attention/keep a good grip on your stuff while the doors are open. Not exactly pickpocketing, but someone can rip your phone from your hands and run off the subway just as the doors are closing. Don't trust anyone approaching you on the street. I'd rather be rude than have something bad happen to me. TL. Doctor, don't put shit where someone can just reach in and grab it and your shit won't get taken. I guess these two don't count as pickpocketing, but rather being held up. These happened in Central America and I've never heard of pickpocketing there, but people are always robbed. First time, I was in Guatemala City walking to a friend's house. It was midday, and I had just passed a busy bus stop, and there was a tall wall along my left side. Some dude puts his arm around me and says if I don't do what he says that his gang, who is watching, is going to kill me. He told me I had to come with him behind the wall to give him everything on me. I wasn't trying to get kidnapped, so I said, why should I go behind the wall? I can give you my stuff right here. He still wanted me to go behind the wall, but screw that. So I just handed him everything I had. A cheap pay-as-you-go phone, pack of delicious American gum, and Guatemalan currency that was the equivalent to $3 USD. He says, no, where's your iPhone? Give me your iPhone. Because I'm white and all gringos have iPhones. It is also common for people to carry two phones, a nice phone and a cheap pay-as-you-go phone to give to robbers. Anyways, he backed down when he realized that I didn't have anything else on me. Before walking away, he offers me a piece of my gum, which I turned down. Instead, I said, wanna give me my phone back, because we both know it's a piece of crap? He gives me my phone and we both go our ways. Second time, I was in Honduras with a buddy. We went behind a bar-tapas and got held up at gunpoint by two Honduran cops. They were saying they were going to have to take us to the police station because I wasn't carrying my passport, when I noticed one of the officers' last name was something, which happened to be the same last name as my buddy. So I joked that maybe they were cousins. Luckily, they laughed and instead of taking us to the police office, they just took all the cash from our wallets and sent us on our way. We were glad to give up our cash in order to avoid the possibility of being beaten senseless in a Honduran police station. At least pickpockets rob you in a more passive-aggressive manner that doesn't threaten your well-being and leaving you feeling violated. Their easiest thing to pickpocket is a zip-up hoodie with big pockets on either side of the zip. Talking about this, hoodies without pockets tend to have a single opening pocket across the gut. These are pretty easy, but at least they are pretty big, so you can position stuff in the middle. The big pockets on zip-up hoodies are the easiest because they kind of flap out to the side and your wallet won't be pressed to your body. I know this because I got pickpocketed that way. These pockets are worthless anywhere, dodgy. Especially annoying on a cool summer evening when you're wearing shorts with fuck all pocket real estate and think it's smart to bring a hoodie along for when the sun goes down and the temperature drops.